What's up YouTube? My name is Rob and I'm back for another reaction video. Now this time around, going back to Dave. I'm gonna have a few Dave videos in this wave that I'm putting out because he is pretty much my favorite that I've been introduced to so far. Him and the collar, but more so him. I just like that he's telling it with the age of experience on him and that he's been through stuff. Not to say Akala hasn't, but I'm interested in the fact that he's been through so much at such a young age, and it's just it really does something to you when that much stuff has happened to you. And I know a lot of the rappers that have done it, but this is me seeing him doing this as a young age, so that kind of is strong and powerful to me. It really is. So I reacted to his Fire in the Booth, and I had a lot to say in that video. So if I don't say a whole lot at the end of this video, it'll probably be because I don't want to sound too monotonous about it. I don't want to sound too repetitive, and I don't want to basically sound like a dead record. All right. So I might just at the end of this video say, hey, check out my Fire in the Booth video. So I'm just not repeating a lot of the same stuff. But you know what? I'm guessing that this is going to be a strong message too, where he's going to focus on a lot of the same themes, and if he does, I'll touch on it quickly, and then I'll probably refer you back to that video where I go into it in depth for this wave, and I think that's going to be probably what I do for the rest of the day videos. So, before I get into this, I have to give a shout out to the guy who, or the person who requested this video. I don't know if it's a guy, and I need to be more cognizant of that, as another YouTuber once politely said to me. This YouTuber by the name of, and I hope I'm not butchering this, I mean total respect, a GB UK. Again, a GB UK. If I'm mispronouncing that, I am so sorry about that. I mean nothing but respect. This person had requested that I check out this video, JKYL+HYD, and I personally was interested in, because basically if you know the story of JKYL+HYD, you have that duality of two different people and being in the same body. And if you really know about JKYL+HYD, you also know about the cultural impact that character's had. This character has gone on to be the inspiration for Stan Lee to create the character of the Incredible Hulk. And you have the two different people within the same guy. You have one guy that's nice and calm, and then you have an all-out beast, all-out monster, the Hulk. So JKYL+HYD, I don't know if he's going to balance on two separate things when he does this cipher, but it's going to be interesting just to see how he delivers it. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this thing and check out what Dave has in store for us this time. So, kicking this sucker off in 3, 2, 1, click.
See the mirror in your eyes, see the truth behind the lies.
Different already.
Listen.
169.
This is a tale of two men, this is JKYL+HYD. Have you ever had a war with your mind? It's like I'm two men trying to juggle college and money, but this is useless, cause either way one of them suffers because of music. Telling Jussie on the phone, bailiffs climbing windows, trying to run up in my home and take everything I own. Them girls will never know the choices that I made, all the nights that I prayed, got air, took the road that I chose. Bruv, I'm local to home, making phone calls for dough. I implode or I blow, but you couldn't buy my attention, it's either there or not. You ever spoke to the devil, you lose the fear in God. He doesn't come round here, it's crazy, right? How a judge can give a life and take a life. I nearly died that night, it's crazy, right? That's why you don't get involved when they play with knives. Nah, but let me tell you about my life. I came from a family of 5. If I tried to tell my story, swear down you would cry. But all you need to know is I've lost every single man inside my life, and so I lost my way. It's like, who do you follow when your time feels borrowed and your idol's gonna stray? My words carry weight. It's like, who do you follow when your time feels borrowed and your idol's gonna stray? And so I put my heart in my friends, started writing bars. I was trying to be the hardest on ends, and then we split half of the ends. A few altercations in a week, we lost half of our friends. we were selling drawers and then a little more. And back then, all the girls in school were busy giving corn. I never had a fresh trim, I had braces. This is for them brothers in life that weren't rated. I started thinking way beyond my age when I hit 17. I had the smile of a child, but a mind like I'm 23. I mean 35, I lived a dirty life around a bunch of man I didn't feel like Shirley's guy. And now these clowns couldn't sit with me. Literally, I stand on my own like Sicily. I've never been known for wife and hoes or Twitter beef. I'm trying to turn green and white to red like Italy. I don't need to chat shit, my family's active. Madness, I've seen death like sign language and life so precious. I don't want to die so young, real talk, I don't like this pressure. Man is still beefing over ends. We don't own this land and we don't even like this weather. Man is still beefing over money and you're all broke. Outside your ends there's a life that's better. Outside your ends there's a life that's real. With a job and a wife that's real. 3 baby mums and a whip that's fake. Leaving your kids that's fake. Man, you kids so lame. I shouldn't need to say what's real. This is common sense for them man who got their heads set straight. I had to state the obvious. Youths move proper sick. Trust me, these bars they're for them man's sake. So listen, now it's like Dave, man, you have to blow. Cause I seen pain like Nagato. Yeah, you know my picture, you ain't never spent a day inside my camera roll. Think about my image, younger Donnies listen. And this message that I'm giving is so easily miswritten. I wanna say, leave the beef alone and chase the figures. Man, I wanna say, leave the beef alone and chase the figures. But it's never been that simple when you get involved with dippers. I'm leading by example. All them little niggas on that trap wave jump off that is not gonna run. I don't care about how many doors you got on your car. No one cares about how much corn you got in your gun. Man, they wanna hear your story. This trap thing bores me. And word to Jamal, my time soon comes shortly. If you're my right hand, then my beef is your beef. My vid is your vid. The scene can't ignore me. Cause when I turned 14, I wasn't cutting cake in a party for my B-day. I was online hitting sales like eBay. So music has changed. I'm still chasing snitches while you lying to the jakes. Get nicked, get a deal and set fire to the rain. Pass is never worth it. Trust me, man knows. Them youths look raggo. And boy, they're plateaued. Died in battle. I still wonder why we had burners from young like Alexandra Paddle. They're beefing with these low lives. For the cold nights, I'm trying to make music my whole life. I can't do it on my own, fam, I won't lie. So if you're on your own grind and you don't know a bagger, man, you can be my Santan Daniel, my Hally Tam. If you're on your own grind and you don't know a bagger, man, you can be my Santan Del. This is Jekyll and Hyde. Have you ever had a war of your mind? It's like I'm two men.
I said that from this get-go.
This is a tale of two men. This is Jekyll and Hyde. Have you ever had a war of your mind? It's like I'm two men.
169, you feel me?
And you know what? The struggle he talks about is a struggle. Alright. And you know what? The struggle he talks about is ultimately the struggle that I guess all people face. Well, I'm not going to say all people, but a lot of people face in the general concept of, do you placate to what you know is going to form you to be a legitimate adult, or do you placate to what you think is going to make you look cool, and do you think it's going to make you fit in with people around you? So you're eternally torn between those two things that you're thinking about. But he explores this and basically said, one leads you off to be a legitimate strong father, one can set you up to be a legitimate strong parent, I should just say, because it can be generalized. It can be generalized to a man or a female, and the other can set you up to be a deadbeat. And he basically says, look, and he mentioned in himself, he said, look, I can't tell you my full life story because if I did, you'd probably end up crying. But I lost every man in my life. He says something to that effect, and he explores that. What path do you take when you're doing that? Do you try to be legit, or do you try to be cool? And in the end, he focuses on his disenfranchisement with trying to be cool and where that leads you and why that doesn't work out. And he says, look, trying to have 3 baby mamas, like 3 kids with each of those baby mamas, that's how you live life. You can't work like that. That doesn't work out for you. But he said he's more focused on going into college and building up his music and having that feed into his just life and his career. He's more focused on what's right. And it's like, well, do you have your priorities straight? That's a big thing that he really played up with the whole Jekyll and Hyde analogy. And it was a really interesting way you can do it. It was a really interesting thing you could do it. I was gonna suggest checking out this other video with this other creator, but I don't think it's appropriate for this. I said it was this other creator. His name is Matt Forio. He assisted the Epic Rap Battles of History, and with that, he had created a video where he focused on oxymorons. He likes to make videos where he focuses exclusively on well, not exclusively. He likes to focus on a lot of play on words and a lot of quirks and things with the English language. My apologies. And with that one, he focused on trying to describe our society and things wrong with our society while using only nothing but oxymorons. And he does that in a way to basically talk against himself. And he says, and he uses just a bunch of oxymorons. That's the best way I can explain it, but he does it in a really clever way. And in the comment section, I said, you know what, if they ever did use Jekyll and Hyde on Epic Rap Battles of History, I said this would probably be a really cool way to do it. And to my surprise, he actually responded back to me. I was like kind of shocked because he actually has a good number of people subscribed to him on his channel. And he said, that's actually a good, interesting idea. I would keep that in mind. I was like, whoa, I was kind of shocked. So just when I went into it, and I said, hey, Jekyll and Hyde is the story of two different people and balancing out your good versus your bad and what you choose and you being in the middle of trying to figure all that out. I said this would be an interesting thing just to explore that. And I kind of know this guy as somewhat has a strong love and appreciation of comic books and different things like that, because he mentioned Heath Ledger and his Fire in the Booth, and I think he also mentioned The Dark Knight specifically in his freestyle video or his Black Box video. I think in his Black Box, I think he actually mentioned that. So I said, okay, hey, he's using those kind of analogies too, just because he knows where it plays up with people. And then in the Fire in the Booth, he specifically says, I'm a cross between Malcolm X and Heath Ledger. So he's saying the Joker and Malcolm X. You have two different people right there, very different people, and you guys sit back and say, well, okay, that's what he's going with. So it's just an interesting thing. In terms of the two rappers, Matt Forio and Dave, they're two total opposites in terms of what they have to talk about. This other guy, he's a really creative dude. He really puts work into his stuff. Wow. He's a really creative guy. He really puts the time and effort into his work. I'm not going to knock him, but I'm just going to say this. He cannot relate to Dave and the stuff that Dave has been through. But it's interesting that they both try to, it's interesting to see two different people try to use that analogy of having an oxymoron, using oxymorons to describe a situation. And then Jekyll and Hyde is a really cool idea to explore living an oxymoronic life, in that you have two opposing things not really working out. You can really play up the idea of what do you choose when you're the one stuck in the middle of both of them. So I'll put a link to that. You can check that out and see what you think about it. I just wanted to give him a shout out. I really appreciate that dude. He really worked his way up, and from going from like no subscribers to going up to that. But more than that, I'm giving Dave praise on that too. He really did. Yeah, he hit it out the park again with this other video. I'm not shocked at all. I kind of just called it. I just knew it, and I kind of saw it from going in. I said maybe it's going to be about Jekyll and Hyde, and literally the first 2 seconds, I feel like I'm Jekyll and Hyde. I'm like, there you go. So yeah, it was a really nice thing. So once again, I have to give a shout out to the guy or the person who had me check out this YouTube video. I'm going to give him one more. This person, wow, I'm bad at that. One more shout out, a GB UK, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing that, but if I am, I'm totally sorry about that. I mean nothing but absolute respect. And my my people checking out my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support and love that I get from people checking out my videos and checking out my channel in general. And last but not least, if you have another video you want me to check it out, please put the name of that video, the artist, and the link. This is a really big one. Put the link down in that video, in that description as well. Don't worry about it getting flagged as spam. I unspam anything that gets flagged as spam on my account. There's no issue. There won't ever be an issue with that. That is my promise, always. So, and with that being said, thank you so much for checking out this video. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.